Alright YouTube, third time's a charm. So this will be my third video doing these two boats together here. I didn't realize in the last video that the small Loki was actually puffed up in the front. They had some extra foam built in and it was actually puffing the front up a little bit. So I want to give you a brand new video. I'm going to delete the other one of the two boats, comparing them now, and they're in both natural forms. So I have a correct video. I don't want to put out incorrect footage, so here it is. So we got the Mixmaster 7.0 in small Loki. And first I'm just going to do a quick walk around here with both of them on the stands. Just kind of let you see. I'm not going to really do much talking while I'm walking around. And then we'll kind of go over the boats from bow to stern with them on the ground here. I got the specs up for you. I'll have the specs up for you on the video here. I believe from looking at the specs last night, from what I remember, the Mixmaster 6.10, I think the Loki 7.2. Width wise, I can't remember exactly. I want to say 24.5 for the Mixmaster and 24 for the Loki, but it'll be on the screen. And then volume 39 for the Loki, 44 for the Mixmaster, and paddler range I think it was 88 to 154 for the Loki, and then 100 to 180 for the Mixmaster. So gives you an idea, but again I'll put this on the screen. So yeah, there's a quick walk around with them on the stands. Just go from this side this way real quick. Get down low so you can see everything. Alright, so let's put them on the ground and let's walk through them. Let's look at both boats on the ground here at ground level. I mean, it's always a good way to do it. Stands kind of sometimes don't do the boat justices, or kind of present them wrong. Let's do a quick walk around here and then we'll go over the boats. Alright, so let's look at the bows first. So, looking at the bows, the Mixmaster definitely has more of a cupped bow, sliced bow that way, where the Loki's more kind of flat with it more cupped in this way. Seems to have some slightly more foot room. I'm gonna sit in both boats though, on the ends here again. Comparing just the kind of fronts here, you have a GoPro mount here. The Loki does not have a GoPro mount. Got a nice coated metal grab handle here. Loki has the rope grab handle, which is solid, I think. I don't think it's going anywhere. A nice security bar up here too. You get pinned. Just the bow shape in general, like side to side. Again, you can see how much cupped down that is, rather than the Loki's kind of more flat here and more kind of cupped this way. Looks like the bow rock on the Loki comes up more progressively, which is a little more sharper on the Mixmaster. Let's actually measure the bows right now. So it looks like the Mixmaster is about 9 inches. And I have to put out a little more here and see. And about, oh gosh, 10.5 inches for the Loki. So almost 1.5 inches more kind of rocker on the Loki. And just doing the sterns real quick while I have the tape measure out. It's like about, again, 9 inches and about 8 inches. So 1 inch more on the Mixmaster for a stern rocker. Obviously, just measuring the ends here, you got about 4 inches as far as the actual end of the boat. And here you got about 7. So it gives you a little more width when you go through those holes. And also length. Well, the Loki's a little bit longer, 3 or 4 inches longer there. So just comparing the kind of cockpits of the boat. The Pyranha kind of has that standard, more lengthier cockpit. you got to use the XL skirt probably when using that boat. I haven't tried it yet, but most piranhas you have to use the, if you use an IR, XL, where that one will just use a large. The Mixmaster will use a large. So just looking at the outfitting here, it's got the standard Jackson outfitting, the old gray style, didn't have the new stuff in it. Easy to maneuver seat, just unscrew that, slide it back and forth wherever you want it. I got mine in the forward position here. I think I have one seat shim on each side for me. You got your standard foam bulkhead in here. You don't have the happy feet, but you does have an option for a happy feet right here. If you want to slide the 2 pumps through there. Spot for your sponge, water bottle, and a throw rope. I put my throw rope right there so it's easy to get to. But yeah, standard pool. Then I'll get in here in a second and just show you the difference. Let's see. And I believe this has an old Connect 30 outfitting, which I actually prefer this back band better than the new one. The new one's so just cardboard feeling. This is a little loose on this boat. I need to take glue that down a bit. Right now it has no foam in it. I took the foam out so the front would conform to its natural style. I did push back down as soon as I put the foam back in, and so that's all good. Standard kind of hip pads here, some added hip shims. I haven't really spent time to outfit it correctly yet, but I will. So yeah, there's that. Now I'll just kind of get in the boats to show you the difference here. So the Mixmaster, obviously I have it outfitted for me, but I fit in here pretty good. I can have shoes on. I do have to have certain type of shoes. I use these neoprene shoes rather than my full Astrals. Feet are a little tight in here. You just adjust your thigh hooks here with your strings, and the back band feels nice and tight. Back band feels supportive. You can see kind of how my legs fit in there. Fits pretty nice. I wish I had some extra kind of thigh engagement here. Probably like down to here would be nice on either side, but it is what it is. You know, over time the boat does get uncomfortable on my feet, but it's not horrible per se. But I do need to take breaks in this boat, unlike the new Dagger boat. I won't talk too much about that, but I don't have to take breaks in that one. Anyway, super comfortable, pretty decent deck heights to get out of the boat if you needed to. You know, even with my back band, I can slip my foot out of here and get out of here if I really wanted to. So, you know, decent safety as far as that's concerned. It's not totally flat and on my knees. So good thing there. One thing I will say is be careful with the color. I have had darker colors of this boat, and I've not been able to get my feet past this point right here. I guess a darker color shrink a tad, and it will be a little smaller down here, which a little smaller in this boat makes a huge difference with your feet. Keep that in mind if you're looking at a used one, new one, or if you can find a new one, whatever. Just be aware of that. I had a brand new red one I had to sell because I could not get my feet past a certain point. Yeah, I probably could have heated it and got my feet in there, but I didn't really want to do all that. So just kind of keep that in mind. Lighter colors are typically a little bigger. I will say with the Jackson plastic, all the plastic now has these little pinholes in the finish. I'm not sure what that's due to. They heat it too fast in their molds. All the boats have that though. Every Jackson boat has had that. All right, jumping into the Loki here. Again, this is with no foam up front though. I definitely need some foam up front. Definitely does not feel as comfortable, which I would expect. The Piranha outfitting is just not that great. But anyway, the one thing I definitely don't like are these, where the position of these thigh hookers are. Definitely need more engagement, and they need to be up a little more and then down a little more as well. So I'm going to look at adjusting those, and obviously I need to put some foam up front, but you know, feels similar to the Mixmaster as far as deck height and everything like that. So should be fine once I kind of outfit it. Hopefully I can move these forward a bit. Probably have to drill holes unlike the new ones where they have holes for you. This is an older model Loki, so it is what it is. Still in good shape though. Alright. But everything feels supportive, back band and everything like that. Again, this is an older back band, which is nice. One thing I'll say too with this rim here, you gotta be careful with Rand skirts. Sometimes it won't fit in here. I know my Rockstar would not fit. This one does fit a Rand, but some smaller colors, some darker colors may not fit a Rand. So keep that in mind too. You might use a bungee on the Mixmaster. This will definitely fit a Rand, no problem, as I can tell. Cool thing on this, if you did have to swim, it's got a little kind of hand grips here you can put your hands on if you have to get out. Both of them have loops here in the back of the outfitting to attach whatever you need to attach to. Grab handle here is more close to the back of the cockpit, where here's down near the stern, which is fine, I guess, either way. And then no drain plug and drain plug, which I would rather do without the drain plug. I think it just adds more holes in the boat, and personally with a small boat like this, you can put it on your shoulder and empty out or sponge it. It's just no big deal. So I kind of give the props to Mixmaster on that with no drain plug. I hope Dagger on their new boat goes without no drain plug. Main difference on the stern, as you can tell, is that this stern is scooped and kind of more narrow at the very tip, where this stern is flat and longer on the tip. Now I think, although I haven't paddled the Loki yet, as I said, I think it's going to provide more downriver support. This is a kind of a longer and wider stern, where this is more scooped and shorter, where you do get back under quite a bit in this boat. So we'll see how that pans out when I paddle the Loki. Very curious about that. But yeah, that's kind of a rundown end to end there. Let's turn them over and look at the rails and such. Alright, so here are the bottoms of the boats. As you can see, that older Piranha plastic holds up pretty well. So some scratches on it, but no oil cans, anything like that. This Mixmaster hasn't been used all that much, so the plastic's still in good shape as well. The main thing I can see right away is the rails are much sharper on the Mixmaster than the Loki. And the Loki looks a bit wider and flatter on the bottom, and the Mixmaster as well. Also, these rails come all the way down here, where the Loki kind of really ends. I don't know, they come down, but they're just not sharp at all. And they could be worn down a bit from being an older boat as well, so kind of take that in consideration. I'm not sure what you call this little thing, but Loki does have kind of a raised little area in the middle of the boat here, especially in the front. Not sure what that's for. But yeah, these rails do engage pretty well, and allow the Mixmaster to surf pretty well. Well, that's the bottom of the boat. Alright, so what's my initial impressions of the two boats? Like I said, I haven't paddled the Loki. I'm planning on getting that out probably next weekend on the lower upper galley, see how it does. Mixmaster, if you're looking for a full slice boat and you're probably within 165, 170 or below, you can paddle this boat. I personally want to go probably above 165. If you're looking for more downriver and play boat. If you just want to play boat, you can probably go up to 180 if you really want to. Super easy boat to initiate. You can throw cartwheels, flat water cartwheels. You can bow, stern stall it. You can loop it. I can loop it at my weight. It's got enough volume here in the front to loop. Surfs pretty well. I wouldn't say it's the best surfing boat on the market, but it surfs pretty well. Goes down river pretty well. All around for a full slice, it's great, it's comfortable, not too painful on your feet. So again, if you can find one, great boat. The Mixmaster, I would say you can't get wrong with the Mixmaster 7.0 or even 7.5. I've heard great things about the same of that boat as well. So if you find one for a decent price, it's in good shape, definitely pick it up. You won't be disappointed. Again, I haven't reviewed the Loki yet. I've heard nothing good things about the Loki too, so that's why I wanted to try one. So honestly, just not even having paddled this, I think it'd be fine in either boat. But I can tell you for sure, the Mixmaster you'll definitely enjoy as a full slice. But yeah, looking forward to getting that Loki out as well. Looks to be a little better downriver just by the looks of it. Again, it's got that longer length on it, a little more kind of volume in the tail, a little bit more bow rocker up front. So that tells me it's probably going to go over holes a little better. May not be as easy to flat water as a Mixmaster, but that's okay. I kind of want something a little more advanced, honestly. Mixmaster is super easy. Like, I can almost clean that thing. So it'll be interesting getting the Loki, see how that does. One thing I would say is stern stalling. It's not the greatest in this. I just think it doesn't have a lot of volume back here. It can be done. It's not like super difficult, but it's definitely harder than like my Varun I have. And even my Rockstar that I can stern stall a lot better. So I'm curious how the Loki does in that area as well. But yeah, I'll give an update once I paddle the Loki, but hopefully y'all enjoyed this walk around, and sorry about my other video. I wanted to post a remake as soon as possible, so I'm not giving false information out there. That's definitely not what my channel is about. I want to give the best information possible. So comment, like below, and yeah, check y'all later. Be safe, and I'll see you on the water.